Top of the morning. My name is Kevin McStay, and this is the story of how my wife Lori and I converted 2 of the 3 bays of our garage into the man cave that we and our friends now call Hooligan's Irish Pub. Come on, let's go see if the bar's open. Before we built Hooligans, there was just a garage with unfinished drywall, a concrete floor, and a whole lot of stuff that we didn't use. I had just started playing with a cover band, and my wife suggested that if I cleaned up the garage a bit, it'd be a great place for us to rehearse. I was just getting rolling with the project when 2 very important things happened. The first was that my dad passed away after a long battle with Alzheimer's. The second was that in honor of his life, and of the Irish heritage he gave us, my sisters and I all took the necessary steps to obtain our Irish citizenships. I guess you could say that need, nostalgia, and national pride all hit me at the same time, because before I knew it, my little project had turned into something very special. My wife was incredibly supportive throughout, and thanks in large part to her help and encouragement, I ended up with the kind of man cave that most guys only wish they could have. So sit on back, grab yourself a pint, and I'll show you how it all came together. Before anything else could happen, I had to spend several weeks repairing and finishing the existing drywall. Once that was done, I went to work on the design. Like most home improvement projects, my initial plans were modest. Some paint and wainscoting on the walls and some outdoor carpet on the floor was pretty much all I had planned. When my wife suggested a bar, I was still thinking small, and I drew it this way. She said it looked like a puppet show, so I added a pool table. And then she said that made it look like a puppet show with a pool table. I had to admit she had a point, so that's when I got serious and came up with a concept for a bar that incorporated an entire wall. Once the design was on paper, we got to work, and it was just a matter of time before everything started to come together. Once all the sheetrock and mudwork was done, we primed, textured, and painted the walls and ceiling. After that, I hit the floor with an epoxy sealant, and then we got busy with the finish work. We used birch veneer plywood stained a deep mahogany red for the wainscoting, and then dressed everything up with plenty of decorative trim to include faux columns on either side of the bar and an ornate crown I made using 7 different types of molding. The stairs at the entrance got a major overhaul, as did the support beams at the center of the room. Once all the wood was stained and in place, we applied several coats of a semi-gloss polyurethane finish. The finish we chose did an excellent job of bringing out the natural beauty of the wood without being obnoxiously glossy. The steel garage door panels were filled with pink foam insulation, and then paint and wood panels were added to make them disappear into the surrounding walls. I really wanted to make the garage door nearest the pool table disappear entirely, so I built a small bar top, or what I like to call a beer shelf, and installed it on that door. I added some bar stools and a large decorative flag, and that pretty much did the trick. I always get a kick out of it when people realize that it's a fully functioning garage door that they're setting their beer on. For flooring, we chose durable green short nape carpet and pergo to match the walls. For the bar back, my wife went online and found a beautiful pine mantelpiece. I mounted it to an old oak cabinet, added birch backing and trim, and then topped it off with a cap piece made of birch veneer and decorative trim. Add a roof, some walls, stain and finish the entire structure, and the effect is striking. For the bar top, I used plywood, birch veneer, a solid oak bar rail, and decorative trim. I covered both the main bar and the smaller bar top on the garage door with a product called Park Super Glaze, and I could not be happier with the results. I think the pictures speak for themselves. When I first came up with the design for the bar, I knew it was going to have an enclosed bar back, but that meant taking up space in the 3rd bay. My wife was very supportive, but she did have some limits, and one in particular was making sure that she had a place to park her car when it rained. Well, I thought about this for a while, and then it hit me. The solution was a collapsible bar back. Here's how it works. The back of the bar is mounted on casters and easily rolls back and forth on the garage floor. The roof and the walls of the bar back are mounted to the wall on hinges. To open the bar, I roll the back of the bar away from the wall, lift the roof of the bar and mount it to the top of the bar back, Swing the walls of the bar back out and align them with the bar back, and then lock the whole structure down using simple luggage-style latches. When closed, the entire bar back collapses to about 16 inches wide, and the roof of the bar back drops down to neatly cover the bar area itself. Lighting is a critical element in any room, especially one with a lot of woodwork, and I wanted to make sure that all the wood we worked on would always be seen in its very best light. To make that happen, I used a bank of stage lights on a dimmer switch. I can point each individual light in whichever direction I like and then adjust the entire system up or down using the dimmer. I also added a 3-bulb hanging fixture over the pub table and, of course, a stained glass pool table light over the pool table. There's also a lighted Guinness sign in the shadow box, under cabinet lights inside the bar back, and rope lights inside the crown piece over the bar top to uplight the green space above it. The most important thing for any pub is that it comfortably accommodate a lot of thirsty people. We think Hooligans does that just fine. In addition to the 8 bar stools and the 4 pub table chairs on the bar side, Hooligans also has a home theater side with seating enough for 6 to 10 more guests. All the furniture is man cave approved black leather and it's extremely comfortable. There's also a 50-inch 3D capable HD TV and a beautiful full fireplace. The TV is connected to both cable and the internet, and the fireplace adds a lot of overall warmth to the room, both in terms of visual appeal and BTUs. The band doesn't practice here anymore, but my guitars still look great hanging on the walls. And thanks to that initial impulse, my friends and family can enjoy this amazing room anytime we like. Well, that's about it for today. I genuinely hope you enjoyed the tour. And if you ever find yourself in this neck of the woods, I sincerely hope you'll consider stopping by Hooligans for a pint. Sláinte.